Hi everyone, welcome back. For today's mani, we're going to be playing with gels and chrome powder. We're going to be creating a chromed dragon scale style mani today, which is so fun. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to jump right in. The first thing we're going to do is create a base for our mani today. So we're going to dive into Fluffy Clouds, which is the best white gel polish I have ever used. First of all, it's HEMA 21 free, so it's a great gentle formula. Super opaque, very, very full coverage. We're only going to use one coat. That's all we needed because I had complete, just beautiful, fluffy white cloud coverage like you can see here. So now that that nail's cured, we're going to take a makeup sponge here, and you can pick any color that you want for your dragon kind of scale effect. So I figured using Gothic Purple, it's dark, but it's still pulling in some purpleness to it. So I thought that would be really good for dragon. And then we're going to mix in a vibrant neon green. So right now I am just applying a generous amount of gel polish on that makeup sponge. I'm going to put the purple on each side of the makeup sponge, and then we are going to go in with the green here, and we're going to place that green right in the middle of the makeup sponge. Also, everything that we are using can be found in that description box below. So right now I'm just carefully applying that product right in the middle there, and I am checking my brush before I stick it back in the bottle to make sure I did not get any of that dark color on there. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and dab on the gel polish on the entire nail. Now the reason why I did that white base is that you could really see this color just like come through right away, because if I didn't do a white base, you would definitely need to build up this process a little bit more. So I'm just dabbing that gel polish on there, and then we're going to go ahead and give it a cure for 30 seconds. But using that dabbing effect with the makeup sponge is already kind of creating a dragon kind of scale effect. I really love playing with gels and a makeup sponge. So I'm going to show you this process on 2 nails here just to save some time, because I'm going to do the same set or the same steps on all 5 nails. So again, we're going to cure that nail for 30 seconds, and then we're going to go back in and add another layer of gel polish to the makeup sponge. I was able to do 4 nails completely with the first initial product that I layered on the makeup sponge before I needed to go back in. So just keep that in mind. So again, just putting that green right in the middle. And now that the nail's cured, I just wanted to build up that color just a little bit more. I wanted it a little bit more bright because we are going to go ahead and put a chrome powder over that. So I really wanted these colors to kind of just like shine through. So we're doing the exact same thing. We are just dabbing on that gel polish there to the nail here. And you can see it's coming to life. We kind of have like this beautiful dragon ombre radiant like transition effect going on here. Super pretty. So you can see the color difference here of the 2 coats versus 1. I love it with the 2. Now, I feel like this process right here with it, when it comes to like picking kind of like dragon scale colors, I feel like black and red would be really awesome, or even like incorporating an orange in here. I mean, options are endless when you're doing this kind of mani. It's really fun, and I just thought the take of dragon scales was something a little bit different. All right, so now that that's curing for a full 30 seconds, we're gonna go in with the gentle top coat from Sundara Nails. I'm going to do a complete even coverage on the entire nail here, and now we're going to go ahead and chrome. So what I'm going to do, instead of curing for 60 seconds, I'm only going to cure the nails for 30 seconds, because when you're working with chrome powders, I feel like you get a better like clean, sleek chrome finish when you only cure for 30 seconds versus curing for 60 seconds. I feel like the chrome just kind of like glides on the nail, and it doesn't give you any of like that patchy or streakiness to it when you are playing with chromes. That can kind of happen, or it can look like a crumbly effect. So now what we're doing, that we cured the nails for 30 seconds, I'm using this little silicone tool here, and I'm using the Unicorn Chrome from Sundara Nails, and I am just rubbing that chrome powder directly into the nail. I love this Unicorn Chrome. It's very just user friendly, plus you can use it over any color to get like that perfect chrome effect. It's really going to enhance any color that you pick. I love how it looks over that purple and green. And now I'm just making sure that I am getting on the sidewalls there, making sure everything is completely chromed out. And then I'm going to use a regular makeup sponge here just to remove any extra chrome powder that may be left behind on that nail. And we have the perfect chrome finish. So right here, you could totally stop and just rock this. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and chrome the other nail so you can kind of see the difference of the chrome versus not chrome. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and continue the chrome process on this other nail here. I will say there's tons of different ways to do chrome. If you don't have a silicone tool, you could use that makeup sponge that we were just using. Just make sure it's dry and there's no product on it. You can also use an eyeshadow applicator. You can also use your finger. So there's definitely other ways to chrome besides this little silicone tool, but I really like how clean of a finish I get with that silicone tool. So then I'm just going to remove any extra chrome powder before we go in and apply a layer of top coat to it. So this is what we're working with. We have this beautiful chrome finish. Now what we're going to do is we're going to apply a layer of that gentle gel top coat to the entire nail. This time after we apply the top coat, we are not going to cure. So we're going to keep this gel completely uncured. And then we're going to go ahead and add the scales for that dragon. So I'm taking some Dawn dish soap in warm water and I'm just whisking that up, trying to create some bubbles here. And then once you're satisfied with your bubbles, you can go ahead now on that non-cured gel top coat. You're going to go ahead and just scrape some of those bubbles directly from the surface. You want to make sure you're scooping right on that surface so you're not saturating that nail with too much water. And then you're going to completely cover that entire nail with a layer of bubbles, and then you're going to cure for 60 seconds. I will say definitely make your bubbles before you are ready to start this step because you're going to get a better, clearer outcome. I'm going to show you the difference if you wait to make your bubbles or if you make them right away and then use them. So then after you cured, I went in with a lint-free wipe and I just removed any extra soap that may be on that nail. And this nail, it is done. We do not need to put another top coat on it. It created the perfect dragon scale effect. So fun, super easy to achieve. It does have a texture kind of vibe going on, but nothing too crazy. All right, so you can see here the difference on that thumbnail here, the first nail, the first two starting at the thumb. Those are the bubbles that I used that were sitting for about 15 minutes versus starting at the middle finger all the way down. Those bubbles I made and then went right in with the top coat and put the bubbles right on that nail. You can definitely see those nails from the middle to the pinky are more clear. And then you have the thumbnail that is more not as clear. It is kind of a little bit cloudy. That's because the soap kind of clouded the water and the bubbles were a lot smaller. So definitely recommend if you are trying this method to make sure as soon as you're ready to start that bubble process, then go ahead and make your bubbles. So then you have these fresh, clear bubbles ready to go. It definitely made a difference. I mean, either way, I do like how both look. Doesn't matter. It kind of gave it more of like a matte finish on that thumbnail there that you can see here, kind of gave it a little bit more of that cloudy effect. So that's also another option. But if you are looking for like that crystal clear finish, definitely go ahead and make those bubbles exactly when you're ready. All right, so everything that we did use in today's video can be found in that description box below. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one.